With all my songs, they're about personal experiences. They're always usually exactly what happened. And so every lyric in this song is an exact representation of something that I went through with this person or an experience that happened. And so the lyrics just honestly came naturally. I just started explaining the story to my co-writers and being like, oh, I went to his house. We used to travel. We used to do all of these things. And it just started literally pouring out exactly lyrically what we wanted to say. I'm like historically known with my team for like releasing songs on TikTok before I'm supposed to. So I didn't even have the demo track for Fingers Crossed. I just had the video clip. Obviously put it onto TikTok, and within like 24 hours, I think it had 5 million views, and it just started building from there. And so I knew people wanted it, and I didn't have the track. I literally didn't have the demo. I didn't know if I liked the produced version. And it started to build on some momentum, and I was so happy and so excited for it. But at the same time, it was super nerve-wracking because I was like, are they going to like the track? Or do they even gonna like the rest of the lyrics? Like, they don't know what it's about. People were saying, I'm gonna get back together with my toxic ex if she doesn't release it in the next week. I was like, I am at fault for teenagers being in bad relationships. Like, I definitely was feeling the pressure and wanting to get the song out as soon as possible. Introduced me to your family. Watched my favorite shows on your TV. Made me breakfast in the morning when you got home from work. Making plans to travel around the world. Said we'd always put each other first. Old love songs we used to play too. Funny, now I hate you. The guy it's specifically about, we never dated. There was a lot of mixed signals. It was a lot of, who knows what. But I did go to his house. I did meet his whole family. Nana, everybody. I met everybody. And he would go to work at night, and I would sit in his room and watch my favorite shows on his TV. So when we wrote this, like, I envisioned myself literally in his room watching my favorite shows on his TV with his siblings. So I remember when you'd call me late at night, and I give you my hours and advice just trying to fix you and all your daddy issues, but now I don't even miss you anymore. So I want all the tears back that I cried. All the hours spent giving advice on how to write your songs. All you did was prove me wrong when you said you loved me. Well, you must have had your fingers crossed. As my therapist loves to say, I'm a fixer. It's my toxic trait, but a great trait. I love to help people. I'm an empath. But in this case, it did not work in my favor, and I just felt like I tried to make him the person that he wasn't. But we definitely sat there and, we said daddy issues, and I was like, can we put that in? I don't know if we can put that in. And at the end of the day, we just decided we're gonna put it in. Should have paid attention to my friends telling me how bad it's gonna end. Always giving their opinions. Now I wish I would have listened. I'm a big red flag ignorer. As my best friend Melissa would say, he was a walking red flag. And I would just say, like, sometimes we'd get in fights, or like I'd be like, hey, we really need to talk about this, and he would just like not respond for 2 days. And my friend would be like, yo, girl, that's not healthy. Like, you should probably end it. Like, that's not something you do. And I'd be like, no, he's fine. Like, he's just dealing with his own stuff, I definitely throughout the process learned if they wanted to, they would. If somebody wants to be with you, if someone wants to buy you flowers and treat you like a queen, they will, and they'll put in the time. And I chose to blatantly ignore all of that. I could say I'm sorry, but I'm not. You don't deserve the one thing that you lost. Even just for a lot of months, I blamed myself for everything. I just felt so bad. And I am the kind of person who blames myself. And I'm like, maybe it was my fault. Maybe it was all of these reasons. And when I met my boyfriend, he made me realize, like, yo, that's not your fault. Like, that's really, like, that's not right. Like, someone shouldn't have said that to you. And it just made me, like, flip my position to be like, I'm not going to say sorry to you for the 100th time and make you feel better when I'm the one that got hurt. Your fingers crossed. Your fingers crossed. Oh, when you said you loved me, well, you must have had your fingers crossed. So I was actually hanging out with another one of my songwriter friends who didn't help me write Fingers Crossed. And we were just talking about the situation in general, and he kind of said something along the lines of like, you know, when someone says they love you, I guess they had their fingers crossed when they didn't mean it. And we were both like, oh my goodness, that was the exact thing that happened. And we kept talking about it. And the next morning I had a session and I was like, I'm going in with this. Like, this is the best thing you've ever said in your life. So I want all the tears back that I cried, all the hours spent giving advice on how to write your songs. All you did was prove me wrong. Wish you said you loved me when you didn't have your fingers crossed. I am like kind of known for always wanting to be like, let's switch it up at the end and, you know, let them listen all the way to the end and switch something up. But I think that was more of a, I didn't want to be, you know, back in love with him and back with him, but I said, I wish you said you loved me and you meant it, because maybe I wouldn't have went through all of this awful stuff and had to write this song kind of thing. I say to this day, I am so glad he had his fingers crossed, because we are thriving and we're so happy now, and probably was the best thing that's ever happened to me.